What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Denver and Suburbs Q1 24 Mile High Sports Report. Super excited for this one. We just started this last year, Q4, and just like to go through all of the sporting kind of news in the Denver metro area. We do have such great sports teams, so we're going to dive in. We're going to talk Broncos. We're going to talk Avalanche, Nuggets. We'll leave the baseball team and the soccer team out because I don't know anything about soccer. But stay tuned, and I'll give you my opinions and maybe a Super Bowl prediction at the end. What's up, guys? I'm Jeremy Kane, living in the Denver suburbs. Today, we are talking all things sports in the Mile High City. However, I am a real estate agent in the great state of Colorado, serving from Castle Rock all the way north to the Wyoming border. So if you do have any real estate related questions or concerns or anything that you're thinking about real estate, I am your guy. I stay up to date on the market. Follow this channel for more real estate related activities most of the time, but today we're talking sports, so let's get into it. Okay, we've reached the end of the Broncos season. What a roller coaster after a 1-5 start, all the way back to in the playoff picture, in the hunt, and tons of excitement around the Broncos as they were finally a decent product to watch, just to be let down in the end of the season, losing to some subpar teams and ultimately falling out of the playoff race with a little bit of quarterback sauce controversy. Looks like Russell Wilson may have played his last game in a Denver Broncos uniform. This will cost the team $50 million, $80 million, I think, in dead cap over the next 2 years, but they will save ultimately a little money in the process. So that's, here we are again. Since Peyton Manning retired after Super Bowl 50, we have seen all the different tricks pulled out. We've drafted quarterbacks in the first round, drafted quarterbacks in the seventh round, got the journeyman quarterback in here, another journeyman quarterback, and we've now had the blockbuster trade for the all-star or all-pro quarterback, and we still can't seem to figure it out. So one thing we do know is Denver fans are not very patient with the process, so I don't know if trust the process is going to work. We're just going to have a flash in the pan and make it work. We've been used to that over the years with the Elways and the Mannings of the world. So that's kind of the Broncos. They do pick number 12. If you are watching this and you want to throw a pick into the comments, if you guess it right prior to the draft, I am offering the first person who guesses it right, the name of the player that they pick, regardless of if it's the 12th pick or they move up or they move down, just the player's name. If you get it right, I am going to give you 2 free tickets to a Broncos game, regular season, to enjoy that with me. So definitely comment below who you think the Broncos might pick. Obviously, if you're watching this and it is pre-draft, you will be eligible. If it is after the draft, obviously that won't work. But would love for you guys to comment that, see what you're thinking. My only hope is that it's not JJ McCarthy, because ultimately I'm an Ohio State fan, and JJ McCarthy absolutely crushed us the last 3 years, and now it's a national champion. So congratulations to all my Go Blue fans out there, but I am sick to my stomach, ultimately. But yeah, so let's talk about some more positive things. The Nuggets, the Avalanche. The Nuggets are having an absolutely great season. They did lose a couple key bench players, and they've been kind of up and down with that bench role. But Jamal Murray is back. He had some hamstring issues, and he is back and playing at a pretty high level. Hopefully he continues to ascend, as he always seems to do. Jamal is an absolutely amazing playoff performer typically. So hopefully we see that. We may see some moves at the trade deadline. I've seen anything from Zach LaVine to beefing up the bench. So we'll see how that turns out. But the Nuggets are in a pretty good spot in the top, portion of the Western Conference, depending on when you're watching this, and absolutely playing exciting ball. They are currently in the midst of a big East Coast road trip, which is always a tough one. Not only for me to realize that they're playing at 4 or 5 in the afternoon instead of 7 at night, but also for them, as they do typically knock out a ton of those Eastern Conference teams, those road games all at once. So they are away from home for a bit. So there's that. The Avalanche are playing also at high levels. Nathan MacKinnon had an absolutely torrid December, passing Connor McDavid and all the points and all of that. So he is absolutely on fire. There is talks that the captain may be back for the playoffs. He is skating for the first time in 2 years. So that would be pretty incredible. He is quite the leader and quite the glue guy. As you know, before the several surgeries, he was an absolutely amazing first line scorer, center, all the things. So hopefully we get Landeskog back. That would be absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, just before we recorded this, Val Nichushkin was having an absolutely amazing, kind of run here, goal scoring on that MacKinnon line, of course. And he checked himself into the player assistance program. So he has a little bit of road ahead of him, but hopefully that he can get those things sorted out and get back on the ice when he's so ready. But that is, the crux of it there. So the Avalanche, again, top in the West, not number 1, not number 3. They're right there, depending on when you're watching this. So should be a very exciting spring for the Nuggets and Avalanche. The Rockies were one of the last teams to make any moves in the offseason after they lost 100 games. So I don't know what exactly they're doing, but they probably will be terrible again, is my only guess that I can venture to say. So as we move forward, the playoffs, right? This is recorded right after week 1 in the playoffs, and we're heading into the divisional round. Should see some pretty good matchups. My Super Bowl predictions. I hope it's the Texans, because old CJ Stroud out there wheeling and dealing, former Buckeye rookie quarterback, would be really cool to see him make a pretty good run. Had an absolutely amazing game in the round, the first round, the wild card round, against those Cleveland Brownies that just seem to have a little bit of hope, and then it's suddenly crushed in the playoffs, typically by a quarterback with the number 7, if you pick up what I'm putting down. But sorry to all my Cleveland family out there, but go Broncos. Anyways, I believe the Super Bowl will come down to the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. Bills are really playing well since they blew a game against the Broncos in that hot streak the Broncos were on, only because they had too many men on the field after they kicked a game-winning field goal. The Broncos missed the first one. Penalty came, then the Broncos made the second one. So pretty great time there. But the Bills have been playing absolutely amazing, on fire with that Josh Allen, John Elway wannabe over there. He is absolutely crushing it. Their defense looks good. All of their weapons seem to be on point. So I think the Bills are going to face the 49ers in the Super Bowl. And I think that the 49ers will get theirs, which shout out to my boy Christian McCaffrey, Colorado native, Valor Christian alum. And I hope that that happens for him, because great family, great kids. So that is my Super Bowl prediction. Definitely throw yours in the comments. I'm not giving away tickets for that, but I would love to see who you're looking at, who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. Obviously, if it's after, you can still put who you think, and if you already know, and that's great. High five to you. But would love to get some comments going and go from there. Again, we do this every quarter. However, I am a real estate agent, and there's a ton of content on all things living in the Denver suburbs on this channel. So definitely check it out. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you next time on Living in the Denver Suburbs. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.